Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now?
That's the question we're asking for this segment. Should he stay or should he go? Controversy growing this morning over Van Jones. That's the president's green job czar. He works in the West Wing of the White House. Here's a look about what all the stir is about. Jones at one time was a self-proclaimed communist. There's a videotape that surfaced from a few months ago using a vulgar word for Republicans. He also said at one point white polluters are poisoning minority communities. And now there are claims he signed a petition saying the Bush administration knew about the attacks of 9/11 before they happened. I want to bring in Bob Beckel, professor of advanced political studies at George Washington University and a Fox News contributor. How you doing, Bob? Good morning to you.
You too.
All right. Andrea Tantaros, Republican consultant, FoxNews.com contributor. Andrea, good morning to you as well.
Morning, Bill.
Boy, I don't know what we're involved in this. I don't know what we're stirring up here today, or what's going to happen as a result of everything that's come out over the past several days with Van Jones. But Bob, answer the song of the Clash. Should he stay or should he go?
Oh, well, there's no doubt he should go. I mean, he'll be applying for unemployment come Tuesday morning, but that's not the point. There's a bigger question here, and that is the vetting process here. How did he get through this? And this is not just the White House Obama team vetting. You know, I've been in the White House before. I've been vetted, but by the Secret Service. They're the ones who go through your background checks and the rest of it. And for somebody who's a self-proclaimed communist, if all these things are true that he said in the past, I'm surprised, frankly, that he was given a White House pass, A. And B, on the comment about the Republicans, I mean, truth in lending, I've used that word myself, but with a couple of adjectives in front of it referring to Republicans, so I don't think that's a big deal.
So you might excuse that, but the other stuff, you're not giving him a pass, are you, Bob?
No, I'm not going to give him. How can you give him a pass? I mean,
Andrea, why is he still around?
Wait, Bob's never used that word to describe me, right?
Only off.
Of course,
you
not.
All other
absolutely
Republicans.
not.
Oh, I thought so. I figured as much. No, I agree. Look, this guy has got to go. Put aside his very obvious political affiliations, his racism, the fact that he was arrested, his ties to the socialist group Storm. Look, Bill, on a day when unemployment is at 9.7%, this guy is tasked with bringing in more green jobs. And he's not doing that. And his potty mouth is talking about everything else. And I think this is an opportunity for Obama. I mean, everybody's asking, Obama, where are you? We hear crickets from the White House. This guy promised an era of bipartisanship, of working together with Republicans. He said he'd put an end to this divisive talk. I wonder if Obama has the guts to get rid of this guy.
Well, we've heard from the White House already with regard to the 9/11 document that apparently he signed in 2004. The White House says he did not carefully review that document before he signed it. That group, by the way, says
that's always good.
They contacted everybody. No one's name was on the list that did not want to be on there. Here is Van Jones' latest statement. If I have offended anyone with statements I made in the past, I apologize. As for the petition that was circulated today regarding the 9/11 investigation, I do not agree with this statement, and it certainly does not reflect my views now or ever. Back to Bob's issue, Andrea, about vetting.
Yeah.
How does someone like this get through?
Well, look, Bill, look at the last cabinet appointees that we've seen, from Tom Daschle to Bill Richardson at the highest levels. I mean, these guys were, in the Senate and former governors. The Obama administration's vetting process has massive holes in that. And we know, there's no secret there. This is the problem, though, with these czars, because Congress doesn't get to look at them either. So Barack Obama can name all different czars to these positions. I can't even keep up with how many czars we have. But I would say that now we have to look back at the other czars he's put in office and vet them, too, because if someone like Van Jones, with a simple Google search, could see that this guy has had a really, really checkered past and shouldn't be in that position, I begs the question, who else is in office that we should send packing?
Look, just so I can't let you get away with this, Andrew. Bipartisanship, yeah, he promised that. The problem is the Republicans never understood what the word meant and never participated in it. But having said that, you get back to this point when you're about a Google search. The FBI search, I mean, my own search document was 190-some pages long when I got it under the Freedom of Information Act. It is unbelievable to me that this got past career Secret Service agents who do
Bob, that's a great point. And you're asking the best question of the entire segment. How does it happen?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know people who applied when I was at the White House who got caught on saying things like this who were not allowed into the White House. I mean, if you're going to say, if you're a self-avowed communist, in fact, that's what he said. I mean, he's got every right in the world to be a self-avowed communist, but the Secret Service would no more allow a self-avowed communist into the White House, as they would Charlie Manson. So that's what I don't get. There's something more here about the breakdown in the system. Yes, it broke down with the Obama administration, but it also broke down with those people who were responsible for doing the background check.
Now, you asked another great question, Bob. Answer that. You know, what does it say about the White House and the way they're operating to bring somebody like this in?
Well,
this wasn't 20 years ago, by the way. I mean, that videotape, I think, was in February of 2009. That's one of the problems. You can get away with saying some of these things if it was way back when, but as the Republican gubernatorial candidate Virginia is learning that you can't say it only a few years ago. So look, here's the problem here. It makes it this much more difficult because right now the Obama administration's had a rough August. This is not the way to start the Labor Day weekend, but it is one of those things that he will resign or be thrown out no later than Monday, and then health care will take back over center stage, and this will be forgotten. But I'll tell you something, if you're going to apply to this White House, from here on out, somebody better be very, very, I mean, how much more do we need to see? What about Andrea's point about going through all the other czars? By the way, our brain room tells us 33 czars are working in one form or another in the West Wing of the White House. And
the question is, what do we know about these czars? I mean, look, the bigger point today, Bill, is that Barack Obama should come out. This is an opportunity for him. He suffered a really cruel summer. He could come out and say, you know what, not in my administration, and send this guy packing. Take control of the message and show some leadership. Now, it's good timing for Van Jones and Obama because we're on a holiday weekend, and when I was a political press secretary, we used the term Friday afternoon dump. So I'm sure something's going to happen in the next couple days. They can bury it and move on.
But Bob's saying by Monday.
Oh, absolutely by Monday. Absolutely.
Yeah. But you know, this thing about czars, by the way, every administration has czars. That's not something new, and it also does not require Senate confirmation.
Administrations in Russia, Bob. Not the United States of America.
No,
what country are you talking about?
If I remember right, Ronald Reagan had 1, 2, 3, at least 4 czars, economic czars.
So
let's be a little careful. Let's be a little careful how we throw those terms around. Look, I'm a czar right here on Fox News because I'm a Democrat. You know, so maybe. But maybe I could be the czars for the Democrats.
Affectionately refer to you as Sir Robert, though. You know, it has much more of a British proper.
Thank you very much.
And
But I'll
Bill, as far as vetting that czar,
I'll guarantee you this. Even with my background, you won't find this kind of stuff.
Bob, that was my next question. I was going to say, hey, Bill, do you think we could stick the Fox News brain room on that 197-page document of Bob's background?
No.
I'd love to see what's in there.
Enough about Bob to say
I
that
am
he's
past
a fine
the statute of limitations, all right? I'm past the statute of limitations.
Thanks to both of you, by the way. Maybe we'll get a Friday dump. We'll see, you know. But the question then becomes, Andrea, does President Obama come out and make the announcement himself, or is this something that's released in some sort of a statement that comes out, say 5 o'clock this afternoon?
Yeah, that's right.
We'll see. And maybe we'll all be wrong. Maybe we're still talking about this a week from now. And if that's the case, Bob's point is very well taken. This is a huge distraction in a week where you do not need it.
Every day he's in there, Bill, he makes Obama look like a clown.
I got to go. Thanks. Andrea, thanks.
All right, thank you.
Bob.